Today I'm going to talk about the trading functionalities that are available in Quantower. There are different ways you can trade. I would like you to ask questions there. I think some of you already posted. I will take it up one by one. While I'm explaining, if you come across anything that you want to know related to trading functionalities, do post your questions in the chat box. So I will have a look at it and answer them. So when it comes to trading, the Contour is a trading platform by itself. So when you connect to your broker, you can do all the trading functionalities. And most of the brokers, when you trade, it is completely interrelated. So when you take a trade from Contour, it is visible on your mobile or desktop application or web platform of the broker, and vice versa. So most of the platform brokers provide a WebSocket API to us, and because of that, there is a two-way communication. So whenever there is a trade done from your mobile or web, it will be visible here in Quantower and vice versa. So you don't have to worry about reconciling your trades. However, sometimes there could be a possibility that you may experience some kind disconnection of WebSocket. In such cases, we also have a functionality where you can request all the trades. So maybe you can, one of the way to do is reconnect to the broker. But if you do not want to reconnect to the broker, there will be an option in the account settings where you have the option refresh all. So if you go to account information, there's a refresh all option is there. So you can do that and it will automatically reconcile all your trades. So let's proceed with the functionality. So the simple way to trade is by using F1 and F2. So whenever you click on any symbol, okay, on your watch list or anywhere, you type F1 or F2, this particular window will open. If you click F2, another sell window will open. And however, this is not something that we look at placing the orders, and it's not a quickest way to place the order. However, if you want to keep this particular panel inside the bind, you can do that on a side. Like say, for example, if I unbind this and I keep this trading functionality bind here, you can do that. And you can symbol link this so that whenever you select a symbol, it automatically reflects and it helps you to place market order or any preset orders that you have. Like say, for example, I link this to a particular watch list with the color red. Now, when I click here, so automatically the symbol will change. So you can quickly place the order at buy or sell at market. You can do that and place the order as well. So this is one way to place the order. So I'm not going to stress more about that because it may not be the most convenient way to place the order. So next one is from the charts. So I have a bind created where I can just drag and drop any symbol. Okay. Now, from here, I can place orders. So first, I will talk about how you can place a quick order. Like say, for example, I want to buy at market. So you can enable this functionality where you can make this visible. This is called quick order entry. So I can click at buy at market or sell at market. You can select the quantity. Like say, you can type the quantity here, say 5 quantity or whatever quantity that you want. Okay. And you can buy at market, sell at market. So this is one way of placing the order. Here also you have the option of placing limit order and you can put the price there, or you can even put a stop loss with the price. Okay. So this is again another option that you have. The second option that we have is the mouse trading. So when you click on mouse here, you can select the quantity. So I select the quantity that I want to trade. And as I move my cursor, okay, on the chart, you can see two buttons are visible here, buy 5 limit and buy sell 5 limit, buy stop. Okay. What does this mean? So the left click is for the left side of the button and right click is for the right side of the button. Okay. So you can predefine the quantities. I will come back to the predefined quantity option, what all customization that you can do with regard to quantities. And there are plenty of customization available. You can even save templates for different kinds of product that you trade. So if you're trading Nifty or Nifty options in a certain way or certain quantities, or Bank Nifty in a certain way in certain quantities, you can customize that and have your templates designed for that. So I will come back to the templates later. But I'll first focus on the basic functionalities of trading. So if you click here, when I click on the left side, that means I'm placing a buy limit order. The moment I click, the limit order is placed. Okay. So if I click here again on the right, if I click a right click below the current price, so it will place a stop limit order. Okay. Or stop order. Basically, I've placed a stop order right now because it's a cash market. Uh, okay, and if you keep your cursor above the current price, so left click will be for buy stop and right click is for sell limit. So I have four types of regular orders that are available from the exchanges. Okay. Now, if I want to modify these orders, so I can just simply drag the cursor and the order is modified. So if I drag and keep the cursor wherever I want, the order is modified automatically. Same way for the stop loss, same way for the limit sell, same way for the stop buy. Okay. So any questions so far? So if I will ask everybody to ask questions or voice as well. But if you have any question in the chat at this point of time, let's focus on chat questions. So you can easily do all the four types of order that are available with one click here. Okay. So one more type of order that you do, and when it comes to stop, you have two types of orders. Okay. You can place a stop limit and stop market as well. Okay. So I'm canceling all the orders right now with one click. So if you want to place a stop limit order, okay, given one option, use SL limit. Here you have two options here, points and ticks. Okay. So if you want to do it in ticks, you can do it in ticks. If you want to do it in points, you can do that. So if I do 1 point here, this will be nothing but placing a trigger order, trigger price, and the limit order. So if I click here, for example, I've selected points here, 1 point. If I click here now, like I'm placing a buy stop at 262.25, this will become my trigger price. But your order will be up to the limit by 1 full point because I've selected 1 point here. So you can see that 262.25 is my trigger price and my limit price is up to 263.25. So with one click, I can place a stop limit order as well. Okay. So same way, if I want to place a stop sell limit, if I click here, again, it will take the same points that I've enabled here. So you can see that I have placed the sell stop at 258.78 and up to the limit of 278.57.78. Now, if I modify this order by say whatever points that I want to modify, automatically it maintains that 1 point distance. So if I, even if though I modified the order to 263.28, it maintained that 1 point distance for the limit order. Okay. So it's very simple. You don't have to do anything once you've selected this option here. By default for cash market, this is not selected, but in the case of derivatives, especially the futures and options, it automatically selected as tick with the default setting that that is required. Okay, so I think it is by default it is one tick because you cannot place a stop market order for F&O. Okay, so because of that, we have already enabled the default setting. But in the case of, and you cannot untick also. But in the case of, like, say, for example, if I drag the option symbol, so you can see that it's automatically selected the stop loss limit option. Okay. So I cannot change this, I cannot remove it, and automatically takes ticks or points, whichever you want. Okay, so you can whatever the basic first tick that is available, but you can modify. You can modify and place the order. So suppose I place the order here. So I placed order at 78.75 and up to the limit of 78.95. Okay. Now I have some working orders here. So here automatically, when you look at it, it automatically shows me whatever different types of order that are there. Like say, for example, I place a sell limit, sell stop, or a buy limit. Okay. So automatically you will see that these buttons get activated. So I have the option of canceling all the orders across all symbols. So when I'm doing the order modification cancellations or any of the orders, when I'm doing from the working order panel, it is applicable for all the symbols. Okay. I may be having orders in different symbols. So if I'm doing it from this particular chart panel, it is only for this particular symbol. So if I have the symbols, I can click on flatten or cancel buy, cancel order, cancel buy, cancel sell. All these options get activated automatically. Okay. So if I click here cancel all, it cancels all the orders across not just one particular broker, but different brokers as well. So suppose you connected to two or three brokers from Quantower and has orders in different brokers. If you want to manage that order functionality of canceling the orders or buy orders, sell orders, whichever type of orders that are there, so you can do it from here itself. So you can enable different options that are available to you. Okay. So if you want to do that, you can do it from here. Okay. So the next option is I don't have any trade right now. So let's place some trades. So if I click at market, the trade is executed, and you can see that the trade is visible here as well. Okay. Now automatically close all, close positive, because I have a positive position, or close negative gets activated automatically. So you can see that flatten all, close long, close short, close flatten. Now, if you want to do it from this particular panel, it is applicable for all your trades across all symbols. Okay, so suppose you have two, three brokers connected, you have trades in different brokers. If you close all positions, it will send all or close all orders for all the brokers. Okay. But if you click on a particular chart and close all position or flatten, it will only do for that particular symbol. Okay. Now, when you see here, I will place few orders here. Buy stop. Okay, so I have different orders now, and automatically this orders gets the order types gets enabled. So if I click on cancel buy orders will be cancelled. Now I have buy stop, sell limit. Okay, now I can see that you can see that I have close all position and flatten option and reverse option. Okay, I have a position now and I have some orders here. So close all will do closing of the existing position. It doesn't cancel your pending orders in that particular chart, okay, or for that symbol. But flatten will do, when you click on flatten, it will close existing position as well as it cancels all the pending orders in that particular symbol. Okay. So, and first I'll do reverse. So if I do reverse, it will sell two quantities because it will close the existing position, and to the same quantity it will sell extra quantity. So you will have the exact same position on a reverse direction. Now I have a position. I click on flatten. So it will close my existing position as well as it cancels all the pending orders for this particular symbol. Okay. So now I'll place some orders just. Okay. So now I have two different brokers positions. So if I click on flatten or close all, it will send all orders to exit for both the brokers. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Okay. So I'm reading some of the questions as well. One second. Yeah, I will take up one by one all these questions. So, how to put a stop loss and target? So just remember that many brokers do not offer the bracket orders for options through the API. Okay, the brokers may be offering this through their own platform, but they may not be offering through the API. But in the cash market, some of the brokers offer the bracket orders. In that case, you can place the bracket orders as well. So if you go to 5paisa, for example, I think they offer bracket order functionality. So you can enable bracket, you can put a set of stop loss and take profit. and trailing as well, and you can place an order. Now, these orders will go directly to the broker, and everything is managed by the broker. So these are not local orders. These orders are going to the broker, and then you can what you can do is you'll have to either close one side of the position, or you either by hitting the stop loss or take profit, because these are all linked orders. Okay, so it creates a lot of complexities when it comes to trading such things. However, most of the brokers do not offer these functionalities via API. Okay, so in any case, it becomes difficult, but we have solution for that. So we have some solution for some for scalpers if you want to do that functionality of placing the orders. But these are going to be the local stop loss and take profit. I will come back to that. Okay, so now next what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can place the orders by way of keyboard trading from the chart itself. So if you click on keyboard trading, first you should need to go to settings. Okay, and you have hotkey options here. So when you click on hotkeys, you will go to the trading functionalities, and here you will find trading hotkeys. So you can see that if to sell market, I just have to type S. Okay. To sell at bid, I have to use Control S. To sell at ask, I have to use Alt S. Okay. Okay. You can select whatever key you want that you can remember, provided that key is not used for the similar functionality in the platform. So you can buy at bid, Control B, or buy at ask with the Alt B and all that. So if you want to cancel orders, you can do Control X also. Okay. So what you have to do here is, suppose you want to do keyboard trading. So you just enable keyboard trading and say, I want to buy at market. So now if I just all I have to do is I have to select the quantity here and type B on the chart. This thing, the trade will be bought at market. So if I type yes, trade will be sold at market. So I don't have any position. Close position, I will just click X. Okay. So it will close the position. Okay. So there are keys that you can select according to your requirement, what you can remember, and you can even use the keyboard setting for trading from the charts. Okay, now next option that you have is how you can configure the settings within the chart itself. Okay, so if you click here right now, you go to the settings here, you go to the order entry functionalities. Okay, so here you have you can show comment. There are different options here. If you want to show label, don't want to show label, reset quantities to default, all that is there. Now here you can see I put 1 comma colon semicolon 2 semicolon 5 semicolon 10 semicolon and X. So because of that, it is showing something like this. But if I want to add some other functionality, say for example, I want to multiply by 2 semicolon, multiply by 5 semicolon, plus by 5, okay, semicolon, plus by 10 semicolon. Okay, so if I want to do that, I can do that, or I can say plus by 25. Okay, or semicolon again, plus by minus by 5. Okay, semicolon. So if I do this, and you can see that my charting, the quantity bar gets automatically changed. Now what will happen is that if I have a quantity here as 1, for example, I selected quantity is 1, and I multiply this by, click on into 2, automatically the quantity will change to 4. If I multiply by 5, it will change to 20 plus 5. So you can keep observing the quantities that you can see. If I want to do it, it's minus, 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 minus. If I do multiple times, automatically you can manage your quantities better by having this kind of a configuration. Okay, so you can set this configuration for different products. So if I want to save this, say for example, I save this as this particular template as order template, say for say Nifty. Okay, I only trade Nifty options for this particular template. I can save this. So I can enable this whenever I trade Nifty options, I apply this, automatically this template will get activated with all the settings that are available, right? So you can create your order templates by using this functionality. Okay. Next option is if you go to the settings, you can also track your trades okay, orders, trade. So you can enable this here, and you can have your markers, okay, marker with the prices, marker with label, all that also possible. If you want to see the trades that you've done visible, you can do that as well. Okay, you can only keep the markers, or you can do marker with label also. Okay, that is another option that you have. So different features have different settings, so you can just look at it. Yeah, so once you have created an order template, you can apply this template for multiple symbols, depending on which symbol you trade. So you can create customization, like say, for example, the freeze quantities for different products. So you can adjust the quantities accordingly, and you want to always trade with multiples of freeze quantity, you can do that as well. However, we also have quick trading for freeze quantity as well. So say, for example, if you want to trade options, okay, for the freeze quantity, say, and you want to place an order, like it's a lot size is 75, and I think the freeze quantity is 24 lots or something. So if I place 25 lots here, just a minute. Okay, 25 lots here. Uh, what will happen is my order gets automatically sliced into two orders. So you can see that I placed two orders, okay, and freeze quantity is 24 lots. So automatically it slices the order. So you need to enable this slice functionality. You can do that from the setting by default. So if you go to the connection setting of a broker, so you can go here, you can select what type of the default product type you want to send an order as. I suppose you are purely a overnight trader, so you can select that type of a product type. Then if you go down here, you have option enable order slicing and even enable market protection also. So what is market protection? Market protection is something where your orders will not, even if you place an order here at market, the order will go with the limit order with certain offset price like percentage. Okay. So your orders will not go as a market order. So this may be particularly useful when you're trading bigger quantities, and there is a possibility of sudden market movement. You can save yourself from the slippages, or in the case of wild swings in the market. So if you go to the settings, there are certain things that you can do when it comes to trading functionalities, like selecting the default product types, enable slice order, enable market protection. Market protection is not available for all connections as yet, but as in when new changes are done, we will be making this available. So yeah, I think I already explained quantities can be predefined, so you don't have to change it every time. So there's no problem. I already explained about stop loss and take profit at the same time. I will come back to that. We have a good local order functionality for that, and I will explain that as well. How to place basket orders. So we have a multiple order panel. So if you go to the order trading panel, you have something called multiple order. Here you can create your baskets and send orders. Okay. So I'm not sure what you mean by baskets. So if you're talking about option related basket orders, so we have some other functionalities for that. But if you're sending some basket orders in the morning before the market open or after market open for certain portfolios, some may be market orders, some may be limit orders, you can create a basket here and you can send all orders at one place. You can check out the video as well as help content. If you go here, go to the Contour Algo section, it will take you to the help content, and you can search for multiple order functionality, and you'll get a complete detailed explanation about how you can place basket orders. I will also show you how you can place basket order for options as well. Okay, so in the notification, I'm in three warnings are there. Can this be set as tick? Yeah, so we have a complete notification settings. So if you go to the notifications here, you have option of settings here. So what type of notification that you want to customize it, you want to play a sound, you want to send a message to the Telegram, email. all that are available. So you can configure the notification window the way you want it, depending on the order messages that are coming in. So you can read the content of the text message, and based on that certain keywords, you can also configure your settings. So there are rules that you can assign, and you can configure them. Okay, so for that you need to go to the notification window, go to settings here, and you can configure this. Okay. How to create watch list and add symbols which are tradable. So simple. You have a watch list here. If you don't know, okay, let me delete this watch list for the time being. So if you want to add your symbols, you can keep adding symbols here. Okay, let me disconnect 5paisa because my orders are not going. So let's go to the watch list here. Okay, so you have a symbol like this. You can add any symbols that you want. You can search for any symbol. Okay, so you can add the symbols. Okay, once the symbols are added, you can any color code the chart. Okay, so what you can do is you can make this chart and watch list with a yellow color. So what will happen is the moment you click, the chart will change to that symbol. So say, for example, I add one more symbol, or maybe I will add the list of symbols that are predefined. Say, for example, angel one, replace. So all the symbols are added. Okay, now if I click here, automatically the chart will change to that symbol. Yeah, so this is how you can quickly check this. So same way, if you want to do it for options, you can just drag the symbol. Okay, whichever symbol you drag, the chart will open for that. Maybe we'll keep lesser days. Okay, so you can quickly trade the options as well. Or you can have a one more chart, for one for the call, one for the put, and you can have a option chain side by side. So you can have configure your screen that way as well. Okay, so please show option trade and set stop loss and take profit at the same time. This is possible, not possible with the broker's regular orders, but we have something called a local bracket order for position. Okay, so with this particular order type, you can place the order. So let me say I'll drag this particular symbol right now. Okay, and I go to the LBOB. I'll select order placing strategy as LBOB. And I go to the settings here and I select percentage or points. Okay, I select say percentage for the time being. I select the stop loss as 10%. If I want trailing, I can enable trailing. I can set the take profit as 10%, and I can enable trailing for take profit as well. So when I say trailing for take profit, if the price goes against you from the buying price or selling price, if it goes against you, your target also will start trailing lower or closer to the your price. So that is called take profit trailing. Whereas in the case of stop loss, the stop loss will start moving closer to your entry price. So same way, take profit trailing will bring down or bring up your price closer to your trading price if the price goes against you. If the price goes in your favor, stop take profit will remain as it is. Okay. So this is how the trailing stop take profit will work. So if you want, I can show you as well. So let me place one order now. I bought at market. Now you can see that here in this case, you can only place market orders. So I placed an order at market and it automatically placed 10% stop loss and 10% take profit. As and when the price, now you can see if the price goes against me, you can see that my target is going lower and lower. Okay, if the price goes against me. So that I may, if the price recovers, I may lose less. Okay. Uh, because there is a possibility that I may not achieve my target. So I want to make sure that, at least I don't lose much as well. Okay. So if the price goes against me, it start trailing my take profit as well. But if the price goes in my favor, it will trail. So yeah, it's optional choice. You can make it enable or disable. If you want to drag it up, if you want, you can anytime you can drag it up. And again, from there, it start trailing if the price goes against you. Okay. So now you can see that my price has gone here. Now, if I want to add one more trade, I can do that. And my target and stop loss will remain as it is, with the quantity being increased to two lots. You can see that my quantity is automatically changed to two lots. Okay. If I drag my stop loss lower, my quantity will, now if I buy, add one more trade. Okay. So you can see that. Okay. So you can see that this thing. So if the price, any of these targets are hit, automatically the stop loss will trigger, and your positions will be closed for the entire position. So if the price comes closer, automatically it will cancel all the positions. Okay. So if I want to bring it lower, I can bring it lower. As you can adjust, continue to adjust your stop loss, take profit depending on your requirement. Let me remove the. So you can see that my stop loss is hit and automatically my positions are closed for all the positions. So this is how you can place stop loss and take profit. But these stop loss and take profit orders do not reside at the broker level. It will be in your system until and unless it is triggered. And once it is triggered, it will be sent at market. Okay. So yeah, so LBOB, I explained already. So you can create your template also. So suppose I want to save this as template. For LBOB, I can do that so that you don't have to keep changing the settings. So I just change it to LBOB settings, this thing, and I have the LBOB. Okay, with whatever quantities that you predefined, everything that you can do. So when I switch to this, automatically, you can see that everything is automatically selected. So you can switch according to your requirement. Okay. If I added LBOP and say 10 lots each time, it will work because you have already enabled slice order. So if you enable slice order, if you have 40 lots, it will send two orders separately. So nothing to worry about it. Okay. So it will send 24 and 16 lots, two different orders, and it will exit. So don't have to worry. If you don't click here, then it is a problem. Okay. Then it may reject the second order. Okay. Or it may reject both the order because you have placed an order which is beyond the freeze quantity, so it will reject the order itself. But if you enable slice order, automatically the order will be sliced into two orders and it will exit. So you don't have to worry about that particular issue. So this is about the charting functionalities. So now you know that you can see the trades here, order history, orders. So whenever you do LBOB and all, it gets visible also in the order placing strategies. It's called order placing strategies. There are different types of order placing strategies are there. Please ignore adjust stop loss, adjust advanced stop loss take profit, and local stop loss take profit. These three things does not work for Indian market, but all other types will work. These are local orders, like an iceberg means you can send one order of the one trade or after the other. So you can do this as well. So you can place a market if touch order, which means, say, for example, I select here and I place an order here at here. Okay. Now, when I place market if touch order, what will happen is that the order will remain in your system unless and until the price is touched. The moment the price touches 31.05, it will send to your broker. Until then, the margin will not be utilized at your broker end. Similarly, there is something called limit if touch, which means if we click here and place this thing order here, the moment price touches 29.65, it will send a limit order to the broker at that particular time. So unless and until the price doesn't touch, it will not, it will be in your system. This will be useful, especially market if touch and limit if touch will be useful if you are trading cash market. You may be having a portfolio, you want to trade probably buy worth shares worth 20 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees, but you want to place orders worth 1 crore, 2 crores. Now, if you want to place an order with the broker, it is not possible. But whichever executes first, it will send the order to the broker first. So this is the way you can do that. Okay. So you can place orders locally, and only if the price triggers, then only the order will go to the broker. Okay. This way, you don't have to worry about margin being utilized at the broker level. Okay. So if you're trading cash market, it will be very useful. the market if touch or limit if touch orders. Okay. So yeah, we will post this video or recording on the YouTube. So margin implication with the using stop loss. So when you're placing local orders, all the orders will remain in your system. Okay. So it will not utilize any limit unless you have an open position. Okay. So it will be always going to be your local orders. Only when the order go to the broker, you should have enough margin at that particular time. Otherwise, the order will get rejected. Okay. So now let's go to another feature that is there, which is creating a synthetic order where you can create a basket for options. So let's say I may not do a trade, but I can show you what you can do. So say, for example, if you're trading Nifty 50. Okay, and let me do slightly far off trades. So you can simply drag the symbols and you can create a straddle. Okay, so you can give a name, whatever name you want, and you can now place a buy order or a sell order. Okay, directly from here, all these orders will go at market, and this is how you can do the basket orders as well. So you can do multi-legs as well. So since I've selected buy here, okay, when I'm clicking buy, both these legs will go as buy. Whatever is selected here will be will do buy, okay, and whatever selected here, opposite will be sell of that. So now if I click here, say for example, let's do some of the contract maybe slightly far off. I do one more trade here. So I do two symbols. Okay. I'm just doing it just to show the functionality. So I selected, I saved that as a strategy. Now you can open this as a chart as well. So you get a tick level basket order chart. Okay. So you can get a synthetic symbol chart for this as well. And you can place order from here. Now I've created a basket where I have 53 is the price. So if I want to buy at market, I can buy it. And both the orders went together. You can see that one lot is there for the basket and two lot shares got executed. Now here you also have the setting you can go to, and here you can delay your trades as well. So suppose you want doing buying and selling in your strategy, you want to delay the second leg. So buy leg will always go first. So you want to delay this leg by second leg by 500 milliseconds, you can do that. So your second leg will go, or every leg will go with the 500 millisecond lag. So now when I click on this, so if you go to the order book, you will see that my both orders will not go together. They will go with the slight delay. So when I click here sell, see you see that my two orders went with two different timings. Okay, so that is how you can do the basket order for options from here. You can also place an order from the chart as well. So you can buy from here. Okay, it won't be visible on the chart, but you get to see the average price of this particular trade that you've done. Okay, so how many times you do trades in this, the average price will be visible. So if I want to, I can place an exit order from here. Okay, so suppose I have traded it now, I want to place this thing. So what I can do is I can do market if touch for the exit. Okay, so I just click here. I place an order. The moment price such as 56.50, my basket will exit. I cannot place a stop order here, but I can place a entry and exit order with the limit option. So let's say, see, now my price touched and my basket order got exited. Now you can see I have a 195 rupees profit from this particular basket. Okay. So if I want to, I don't have a position now, I want to reset. All I have to do is go to right click and reset order number. Now your profit is zero now. Now your recalculation will start from fresh. Okay. So if I do again a trade for this, so it will start calculating the profit from fresh. Okay. So you can see I have the profit of the loss of this particular trade. Okay. So this is how you can manage. There is a video available on about option watch list, so you can have a look. Okay. Now let's proceed to the Super Scalper. Okay. Super Scalper is a panel which will allow you to manage your trades better across individual symbols or across your positions. So what you can do through Super Scalper. So I'll first explain the parameter that are available. So first option is that your total PNL will be visible for the symbols that are available inside Super Scalper. Okay, so Super Scalper is a panel which you can open multiple Super Scalper panels. So suppose I want to do different types of trades or different brokers, I can duplicate the Super Scalper multiple times. I can have multiple panels like this. One for one broker, one for another broker, one for cash market, one for futures, one for options, so that you can manage your PNL separately. Okay, so you don't have to worry about merging all your positions in one particular place. So you can do Super Scalper for different types of trading. So let's start looking at what is Super Scalper is all about. So I'll keep one Super Scalper for cash market, one for options. Okay. So I will open one more Super Scalper here. Top one will be the cash market. Okay, or maybe for another broker, we can do that. So here you have total PNL that will be updating in real time based on the selection that you've done. Here you have the stop loss on the total PNL. You can enable this by clicking this. You'll have a take profit. You can enable this by clicking here. You also have the trailing option. You can enable this by clicking here. In trailing, we have two types of trailing, rolling and step. Okay. And then use local M2M for calculation of your total PNL. I will come back to that later. Then you have the option of selecting the default stop loss and take profit in terms of ticks, percent, and points. So you can do that. You can put a stop loss. Like say, for example, I select points. I select 10 points here. And I have a tick step 2. Okay. Same way, I have a take profit selected 10 points, step as say 1. Okay. And then I can have a default quantity selected, enable this. So whenever I add any symbol, okay, so it will automatically add the symbol to the uh, quantity will be automatically selected. So I just added now. You can see that quantity is picked up from here directly. Okay. So now I can place an order. So when I place an order, what will happen? By default, it will place local stop loss and take profit with 10 points each. Okay. So I just do a buy. And you can see that it automatically placed 10 point stop loss and 10 point take profit. Okay. Are you clear? So if I add one more trade also, the stop loss will remain there, take profit will remain there. I have two quantities now. Okay. I also have the option to trail the stop loss for this particular symbol. So what I can do, I can select 5 points. Okay. And I will enable the take profit trailing. What will happen in this case is that this 2.7 will move and maintain a distance of 5 points. So if I click enable, so now automatically it moved from 2.7 to 7.5 because at that particular time the price was 12.5. And now as and when the price gets higher and higher, it will start modifying my stop loss and maintains a distance of 5 points. Okay. So I traded only one symbol here right now. I can add one more symbol, maybe on the call side. Okay. So I will just buy. Automatically the quantity is picked up here, but I can always change it here, whatever quantity that I want. Okay. So I just do buy again. It automatically placed 10 point stop loss and 10 point take profit here. Now you can see that my total PNL is updating here. Okay. And my local stop loss and local PNL and the regular PNL is also the same because I have done all the trades in these two symbols only from here. Okay. That is why both these values are the same. But if at all I had done one trade from a chart, for example, I do one more trade in the same symbol from the chart. Okay. So let's say I drag this particular symbol here. And I do one more trade here from this particular chart. Now what will happen is that my local and M2M will differ, because local M2M is your total M2M that updates in your positions panel, this order book position panel, which is across all symbols. Okay. Whereas the local M2M is of the symbols that are traded only from this particular panel. So if at all you're doing anything within this particular panel and do not want to check your past profit loss or your trades done from another panel, so you can ignore that as well. So if I click on use local M2M, automatically this profit loss total P&L value gets changed to this value. Okay. So if I remove this, it gets updated to this value. Okay. So you can manage your stop loss, take profit better based on whatever settings that you've done. Now I want to place a stop loss. So I want to place a stop loss for 2000 rupees and I enable this. This will be for the entire trades that I've done from this particular panel. Nothing to do with other panels, only from this particular panel. Okay. So if I click here, if I want to place a target, say 300, 400, 500 rupees as target, I enable this. I have a take profit as well. Okay. Similarly, I can place stop loss, which is trailing stop loss, which is rolling. So I set here as 1 point and I enable this. What will happen is as and when my starts from the time I enabled it, if it starts favoring me, see now I think it was when I enabled it was minus 200. So if the price go, let's say I will untick this and I enable now. So you can see that now when I enabled it was 200 and minus 266. And as and when the price starts favoring me, the stop loss will start rolling by 1 point. So if I make this as 5 points and I untick and tick again, so my stop loss will start roll by every 5 point movement. It will start moving up by 5 points. So that is called rolling stop loss. Okay. So your regular stop loss, it will start rolling by whichever amount of profit that you're making. And it will be one way of placing the stop loss. Another way of placing the stop loss is step trailing. So this will happen only if in the case of profit. Okay, in the case of step profit trailing, what will in this case you'll have to keep a higher stop loss. Okay, so you'll have to put maybe trailing as say 300 points. Okay, and you enable this. Now what will happen is unless and until you make 300 points profit, okay, your stop will remain as it is. It will only move to zero if you make 300-point profit. Until then, it will remain where your stop loss is. Okay. So if the price touches, your profit touches 300, this will go to zero. If the profit touches 600, it will move to 300 plus. If the profit touches 900, it will move to 600 plus. Okay. So if you want to modify this anytime, you can just increase this to 500 or 200. If as and when you make more profit, you want to have a closer step. So you can just click here, untick and enable this, and it will start maintains a distance of 200 points and start trailing. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can do this. So now I have my trades working based on the stop loss of the individual symbol as well as stop loss on the total P&L as well. Now, if I do some trades in another panel of Super Scalper in cash market, so this will count separately. So suppose I want to do a trade in cash market in a different broker, okay, and I select the quantity. This PNL will be considered separately. So it will not be the same. So I already have some loss from the morning. So it is showing me 12 rupees 9 paise loss. Okay. So if I use this as local, it will only take the loss of this particular trade. Advantage of the local stop loss, local M2M is when your position becomes zero, it will reset the stop loss back to zero. I mean your a P&L calculation back to zero. So it won't count the past calculation at all. Okay. So if I close all the positions now, okay, And then what will happen is that it will start. If I take a trade again, it will take local M2M as fresh calculation. So it's another advantage that you have. So you don't have to worry about what loss you made and all that in the past, but you can focus on what is your current trades are doing. Okay. So this is how the super scalper works. So if you have any questions, I would like to take it. So what is the benefit of slice order? I'm not sure whether you're aware. In NSE, you cannot place order beyond a certain quantity. For example, in the case of Nifty, the freeze quantity or the maximum quantity that you can send under one order is 24 lots. Now, what will happen if you place an order for 25 lots? It will get rejected immediately. But if you use the slice order, the system will automatically slice these order above the freeze quantity into two orders. So if you have placed an order for 25, it will send 24 lot one order and one lot another order, so that doesn't get rejected. How did I add strikes to super scalpers? The concept of adding symbols is the same. Just drag, it will come here. You can also do it through symbol search here, but the dragging is the simplest option that you can use it for adding symbols to the super scalper. Okay. So okay, when it comes to slice order, anything below the exchange freeze quantity, it doesn't matter. It won't slice anything. Okay. So yeah, any other questions? There was one question. Somebody want to ask question also, you can raise your hand. I can allow you to speak. Yeah, Trivesh, you can ask your question.
Yeah, hi. Are you able
Yeah.
इस पे माय क्वेश्चन इज फॉर दिस नोटिफिकेशन इसके लिए नहीं है नोटिफिकेशन में अगर आप जाएंगे
हाँ.
तो नोटिफिकेशन में जब भी मैं ऐप क्लोज करता हूँ और ऑन करता हूँ उसको
Okay.
बाय डिफॉल्ट दिस प्ले साउंड इज अनटिक्ड आई वांट दिस टू बी टिक्ड एवरी टाइम तो ये डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग्स के थ्रू इसको कर सकते हैं क्या
Uh, it should save actually. Is it not saving after you close and restart?
Yeah, it's not saving. Yes, it's unticked. I mean, if I open the
Okay.
app again,
Okay.
it's
Okay. Okay.
unticked.
We will, maybe it's a bug in that case. Okay. So we
Okay,
will have a look at it. Okay.
ठीक है. And for the same thing, जो ये multiple जो multiple orders का है that thing जो आपने पहले
Yeah.
दिखाया था yes
Multiple orders. Yeah.
multiple
We're
orders के
talking
लिए
about basket order.
yes basket order.
Yeah. So this is multiple order. So you can create your baskets here by
Okay,
adding symbols. You can symbol search. You can add, and in this you can select what type of an order you want to place and all that. Add to the
okay,
basket and then send orders together.
okay. इसमें भी same thing. I can do the placing strategy if I want to say select say stop loss if I
Yeah, yeah,
want to
yeah. You
the
can
same
do everything. Yeah, you can
right.
do everything. All the orders, everything what is available here, you can do that. Okay. Only thing, only these three order types does not work. Local stop loss, advanced SL, and adjust local stop loss. This does not work for Indian market.
Okay, local SL and TP doesn't work for Indian markets.
No, no. That's why we have LBOB, which is for the position, but we are coming out
But
something.
if only if I want to place a stop loss order, not
Yeah,
the
we
TP.
are coming out with some solution for that very soon. So as you place an order, you can automatically it places the stop loss order either at your on the local or at the broker immediately. So we are coming out with an order type very soon.
Okay, fine. Thank
Okay.
you, thank you.
Yeah. Anybody has a question in the Q&A? Let me check. Okay, so I don't see. Okay, can you explain rolling? Okay, so let me explain through an example, maybe by an Excel. Okay, I'll just show you. This will be easier for me to explain. And if you have a question, then you can follow up with that question, right? I think I have a template ready for that. Okay. So what will happen here is that let's first talk about rolling stop loss. Okay. So you have your current PNL, which is this. Okay. And you have a stop loss, which is this, and take profit, which is this, and your step is this. So this is the rolling one, right? So when the profit is for when the price touches for 50, profit touches 50, okay, the stop loss will move to, so if the profit is 10, okay, so if a profit is 10, it will be at 2000 only. If the price, sorry, if up to 9, okay, your stop loss will be at 2000. The moment it touches 10, it will move to 1990, okay, and every point movement, it will increase. So for example, if the price touches 50, profit is 50, it will be at 1950. Okay. So if the profit is 200, this will be at 1800, like that. Okay. So depending on, like, if this price touches 210, this will be 210, it will become 1970, 1790, because you set a trailing step as 10. If you do it at 1, every 1 point movement, the stop will start moving in your favor. Okay. So this is how the rolling will happen. In the case of step profit, okay, stop loss will not move from 2000. Let's say take the same scenario. Stop loss will not move at all unless and until you make your first 500 points. The moment you make first 500 points, if this becomes 500, your stop loss will move to 0. Okay. If your profit becomes 1000, okay, till 999, it will be at 0 only. If the moment it becomes 1000, the stop loss will move to 500 profit. Okay. If it goes to 1499, it will be at 500 only. If it goes to 1500, it will go to 1000. Hope this is clear, Rohit. So one or advantage that you have here is that if you want to move this, say you initially set 500, okay, but now you're making, say, 1000 rupees profit. Now you want to that step to be only 200 points. So all you have to do is come here and do it 200, untick and tick again. Now the jump will be of only 200. Okay. So if now you're making 2000 rupees profit, now you do not, and you do not want to lose not more than 100 rupees. So just do 100, untick and untick. The step will be 400 rupees. So that is how this concept will work. Okay. Yash, you can ask a question. If any of your questions I have not answered, please retype that question. I may have missed also
सर
sometimes.
सर क्या हम स्ट्रैडल के चार्ट पर भी स्टॉप लॉस लग सकते हैं?
नहीं, अभी नहीं। स्ट्रैडल चार्ट पे आप स्टॉप लॉस नहीं लगा सकते हैं, वो ऑर्डर अभी तक अवेलेबल नहीं है। स्ट्रैडल चार्ट में आप अभी खाली एंट्री एंड एग्जिट का ऑर्डर डाल सकते हो एज अ, मैंने जैसा दिखाया था तभी, एज अ मार्केट इफ टच ऑर्डर। ओके, अगर मेरा स्ट्रैडल चार्ट है, एग्जाम्पल, अगर मेरा, एक मिनट, हम किधर है देखता हूँ। ओके, अगर मेरा स्ट्रैडल चार्ट है तो इस पे मैं इधर जाना पड़ेगा मुझे, मार्केट इफ टच, और मैं टारगेट और टेक प्रॉफिट या लिमिट ऑर्डर, मुझे एंट्री करने के लिए अगर ऑर्डर डालना है, मेरा अभी अभी देखो स्ट्रैडल चल रहा है फॉर 50.35, मुझे अगर सेल का ऑर्डर डालना है मैं इधर डाल सकता हूँ। ओके, और या मुझे बाई का ऑर्डर डालना है, डाल सकता हूँ। अभी एंट्री एज अ स्टॉप लॉस एंट्री ऑप्शन अवेलेबल नहीं है, बट आई थिंक मेनी पीपल हैव आस्क्ड फॉर इट, सो वी विल थिंक अबाउट एडिंग दिस फंक्शनैलिटी। हम जल्दी इसका ऑप्शन अवेलेबल करें। हावेवर अगर स्ट्रैडल इधर किया हुआ है तो आप स्ट्रैडल को, अगर आपने ऑलरेडी स्ट्रैडल किया हुआ है तो आपका M2M इधर दिखता है, तो अगर आप M2M स्ट्रैडल के बेसिस पे आपको स्टॉप लॉस टेक प्रॉफिट डालना है तो ये आप स्ट्रैडल इधर ड्रैग कर दीजिए। उस टाइम पे अगर आपने ऑलरेडी ट्रेड इधर से नहीं किया है तो आप खाली M2M पे बेसिस पे आपका स्टॉप लॉस टेक प्रॉफिट रखिए, और अगर आपने इधर से किया है तो आप लोकल भी कर सकते हो और M2M के बेसिस पे भी कर सकते हो। तो ये आप मल्टीपल पैनल्स अलग अलग तरीके से आपका प्रॉफिट कैलकुलेट करता है, तो आप इसको अच्छी तरह से मैनेज भी कर पाओगे। What are
थैंक
the new
थैंक यू
features
सर।
expected? Yeah, what are the new features expected in the near future? So we keep adding new features. So at this point of time, whenever it is available, we will conduct a webinar and then make this available. We are working on something very interesting. Hopefully, we will launch this in the next 1 or 2 weeks. But I cannot disclose that at this point of time. Anything else? Any other questions that I've missed? Yeah, Jitendra, you can ask your question.
मैं तो न्यू यूजर हूँ बिटकॉइन टावर में, तो आपका ट्रेड स्मार्ट के साथ में है, ब्रोकर है इसमें ट्रेड स्मार्ट?
हाँ, ट्रेड स्मार्ट ऑलरेडी एनेबल्ड है, आप यूज कर सकते हो।
अच्छा अच्छा, तो हमको क्या प्लान वगैरह कुछ डिस्काउंट वगैरह में है? मैं फर्स्ट टाइम यूजर हूँ, मैं तो मैं
नहीं, कोई डिस्काउंट ऐसा नहीं होता है हमारा। कोई फर्स्ट टाइम यूजर के लिए डिस्काउंट नहीं
मैं
होता
इसको
है।
प्लेटफॉर्म वगैरह अगर चेक करना है कैसा यूज, क्योंकि हम तो गो चैटिंग यूज करते हैं, ये यूज नहीं किया है।
नहीं, वो तो आपको वैसे भी, आपने अगर आप पहली बार यूज कर रहे हो तो आपको 7 दिन का डेमो मिलता ही है। तो अगर आपने वो यूज नहीं ऑलरेडी यूज किया तो फिर से नहीं मिलता है, आपको सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ेगा।
तो इसको मतलब ट्रेड स्मार्ट के साथ में है तो लॉगिन कर सकते हैं इसके अंदर में?
हाँ जी, आपको कुछ भी करना नहीं है, आपको खाली ट्रेड स्मार्ट का लॉगिन आईडी पासवर्ड के साथ आप लॉगिन कर सकते हो, आपका कनेक्ट हो जाएगा। बट
दिखेगा हमको?
फिलहाल हम ट्रेड स्मार्ट खाली एडवांस प्लान के थ्रू अलाउ करते हैं। आई थिंक
अच्छा,
नेक्स्ट अपडेट में वो फ्री वर्जन और लाइट वर्जन में भी रेडी हो जाएगा।
थोड़ा दिन देख लेंगे ना तो आंखों में बैठ जाएगा। अभी ये पूरा सेटअप नया दिख रहा है। मैं गो चैटिंग यूज करता हूँ एक्चुअली।
हाँ, तो आपको आप 1 महीने के लिए सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए। आप वैसे भी, आप अगर आप गो चार्टिंग यूज कर रहे हो तो आपको एडवांस प्लान लेना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि आपको ऑर्डर
हाँ
फ्लो के लिए एडवांस प्लान लेना ही पड़ता है। तो आप 1 महीने
हाँ
के लिए
हाँ, बराबर।
सब्सक्राइब करके देख लीजिएगा। तो आप ट्रेड स्मार्ट से
ओके,
आज ही कनेक्ट करके ट्रेड कर सकते हो, नो प्रॉब्लम।
ठीक है, तो लिंक वगैरह डाल दीजिए कौन सा क्या है, तो मैं देखता हूँ, ठीक है।
आपको खाली ऑर्डर हमारा वेबसाइट पे जाना है और एडवांस प्लान लेना है जो आप ट्रेड करते हो। और अगर आपको कोई भी इश्यू रहेगा, हमारा व्हाट्सएप चैट सपोर्ट होता है, वो भी वेबसाइट में आपको राइट साइड पे मिल जाएगा। मैं आपको चाहिए तो दिखा देता हूँ। अगर आप कॉन्टावर इंडिया आएंगे तो आपको राइट साइड पे इधर व्हाट्सएप चैट सपोर्ट मिलेगा, राइट साइड पे। आप उधर आप में मैसेज कीजिए, हमारा टीम आपको हेल्प कर देगा। व्हाट्सएप या टेलीग्राम, प्रेफरेबली व्हाट्सएप बेटर रहेगा हमारे लिए, बट अगर आप टेलीग्राम में भी कर सकते हो तो कोई। और आपको प्राइसिंग में जाना है और आपको ये प्लान में से जो आप ट्रेड करते हैं उस हिसाब से आपको एडवांस प्लान, कोई भी एक एडवांस प्लान सिलेक्ट करना है, ताकि आप इसको ट्रेड स्मार्ट के साथ यूज करो और ऑर्डर फ्लो भी आपको मिल जाएगा।
थैंक यू।
ओके, I want to trade based on previous days high low order firing possible. So we have something called or quantitative algos. Based on that, you can place orders based on candle breakout. So you can select your candle, whichever day is high or whichever candle that you want, and automatically based on a breakout, you can place orders automatically. So you can place orders in the same symbol, you can trade symbol in another symbol, or you can trade in the options as well. So you can check the videos of quantitative algos. There is a playlist on quantitative algos. You can have a look at that. And if you have any questions, you can ask us there. So this is an add-on. This is not part of Quantower. So those algos are part of the add-on. So you need to subscribe separately. But those add-on will work even in the free version or light version also. So if you do not want order flow, but you want to only use it for execution, So you can use that algo add-on and start using it. But again, for the time being, free and light version is supported by only some brokers. In the next update, you'll have all the brokers. We will be supporting the free and the light version. So positional trades. I think we have ODX on a BTST basis. So I think that you can have a look at webinar on BTST. So something that is useful, I guess. If you're looking at some positional trades, you can also look at our TR indicator, which is our proprietary signal. So you can have a look at that if for a positional trades. So I just go here, add your and you get signals generated here. So you need to take a trade on the first signal itself. So you can select any interval. Maybe you take a 1 hour interval or something. So it gives you good positional trades. So you can probably change the parameters if you're doing for 1 hour as 2020 maybe, and you get a positional trade. So it's like more of a swing trade. You can use this. Your risk will be restricted to the first signal candle's low, maximum risk, or you can take a previous candle low as your stop loss. Okay, and you can write your profits. So that's how you can trade this particular signal. It's part of the subscription. I think any subscription you have, you get it. Any other questions? I missed out. All right, I don't see any questions. And let's have a final look. Okay. So I don't see any more questions. So thank you all for attending this webinar. I will try to post this webinar today, end of the day, or maybe by tomorrow. And you can watch the recording of this. Thanks and have a good weekend.